looking forward to this. But also, this is kind of a chance to start fresh with me as well. You know, I'm looking forward to kind of seeing how things move on with me kind of breaking into the Dota 2 casting scene and these strats and everything else. So, looking forward to having some fun here today, to say the very least. Anyways, we got our matchup here. We have Team Empire versus Vega Squadron. Now, this is a group stage matchup, actually. So there's 16 teams in this event. Definitely some solid teams in it. Of course, these two included. They happen to be in the same group here, 4 groups in total. And then I believe it's then obviously from there to go to a bracket stage. But throughout this whole week here, it's going to be the group stages. So it'll be a static 2-game series here, this being game number 1 of said 2-game series. So now I was actually watching Empire actually right before this match right here. They were actually playing against Broodmothers. Broodmothers are kind of a team that's breaking out of the scene that lately, as I'm being informed, they split that series. Broodmothers actually won the first game, but Empire came back in the second game behind some Luna carry play and was able to come out on top in the end. But obviously Empire, this is somewhat of a new roster. I was kind of doing a little bit of research on that myself as well. You know, they have several new players, including Aloha Dance and God joining the team recently. Ghostic also joining the team recently. So you got some new players right here. So again, this is kind of a chance to kind of recognize these newer players coming together on Empire and see what they're all about. King R as well as Miposhka? Miposhka? We'll go with that. Sorry if I'm butchering some names right here, but I'm new, guys. Be nice on me. So that's the roster of Team Empire. On the side of Vega, of course, Nitrogen, Seema the Slayer, Iceberg, FN, and Mag. And god damn it, I thought I turned that off. Swear to God. I will look at that after this broadcast here. Anyways, we got Vega versus Empire. They're looking forward to this one. Obviously, now let's look over the heroes here. The draft just finishing, of course. See, hiding in the Roshan pit over here. The game will pause. This gives us the time now to go over who's playing what. We have the IO in the, you've seen him, the 5 role here. Disruptor playing that 4. Magnus. Magnus, where is he going to end up, actually? It looks like probably mid-Magnus here, being played by Iceberg, of course. FN, obviously in the short lane, anti-mage, and then that leaves Sardar for the off lane in the hands of Mag over there. On the side of Empire for the Dire, with the disconnect coming out, but God will be playing that Legion Commander. We have King R on Dazzle. We have Terrorblade, actually, in the hands of Aloha here. So looking forward to seeing some Terrorblade action. Faceless Void, being played by Ghostic, and Miposhka playing the Elder Titan. Now, I do got to say, Elder Titan is still kind of one of these heroes that I personally am kind of, you know, learning a bit about, but looking forward to seeing some Elder Titan play in the hands of Miposhka. Again, I assume he's playing that 4 role, really, with Dazzle typically as the 5 right here, but can't wait to see what Elder Titan brings to the table. You see the rune control, top rune gathered by Empire, bottom by Vega. And we are off to the laning phase now. Of course, Terrorblade going to be up here in the top lane, spawning many of his illusions here. But yeah, the IO was actually first picked over here on the side of Vega. Kind of just that draft recap real quickly, which I don't really remember much else, though, to be honest. So, unfortunately, missing the draft in the earlier part right here. So, however, we got the hero somehow. Legion Commander versus Magnus will be the matchup here in this middle lane. You see Legion Commander that pass in the Moment of Courage, assisting right here. The Empower going to be assisting the Magnus on the other hand. Magnus already getting fairly low to start things off, but get that last hit, denies tab opened up. Make sure we keep an eye on that, but it is going to be a defensive tri-lane on either side. You see Anti-Mage, he's partnered up with the Disruptor, as well as the IO here, aka Wisp. Call it the IO because that's what it says on the screen, damn it, but I know he's referred to as Wisp constantly, so. On the other side, you see Elder Titan and Dazzle pairing up with the Terrorblade, of course. So Slardar is going to do his best to hide right here. Did get his Slithering Crush first with that stun of his, but Dazzle going to find him out, put in some more auto attacks. We're going to make sure not to let him have a nice, fun ride here at the top lane. But another pause coming out earlier on in the game of pauses, we may call this one. It's not Nitrogen, that's FNG. Okay. Apparently that's FNG, I'm being informed. It says Nitrogen. but at what cost? God damn it. We're going to have to deal with it, I guess, for the time being. It could be saying something worse, I guess. I do apologize for that. For those that are tuning in, just wanting to watch the broadcast here, I'll look to get that addressed later on. Oh, boy. But Anti-Mage, obviously, when it comes to carry potential, brings plenty of it to the table. A hero that I happen to be familiar with coming from my Han background here. Equivalent of what we call the Mage Bane, but seems like he builds just very similar and plays very similar, really, as well. So a hero that, if you let get out of control, he will most certainly make you pay. 2-minute rune. It's going to be an Invis picked up by the Wisp, actually. I don't really know if he's going to be able to do too much with that, so not the most powerful rune to be getting right here. I mean, Faceless Void, obviously. You see pings coming out. I mean, they're going to try to put some pressure on a Faceless Void right here, but with that leap of his, you'd figure he should be able to get away from this fairly easily, but might as well do as much damage as possible. He is brought back with the port, actually. Oh, he already did use the leap, so the port brings him back. And now Faceless Void going to have to run the other way, so maybe underestimated the potential for the kill right here. I guess Disruptor actually is pretty strong against that leap of the Faceless Void. Wisp is chasing. Do they have the mid coming over? No, Magnus is dealing with the middle lane himself, actually, being heavily pressured by the Legion Commander. Was not able to rotate over and assist. And as a result, we do see Faceless Void actually heading back. Well, going to go to the Ancient stack over here. Just going to kill himself, I guess. Okay.
We all owe a life to the
buys out and might as well go the easy way. Back to base right there. So I've noticed that's kind of somewhat of a trend, actually. You see Elder Titan actually harassing. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, using that Astral Spirit of his. Trying to put some pressure on the Magnus. Still no first blood, though, as we approach a little over 3 minutes into the game now, but Elder Titan trying to change that. However, Wisp is also nearby. See, Boots actually just delivered to the Legion Commander, I believe, so he's got that extra spear right now. Ping's being heavily used, by Wisp at least. Matter of time, it feels like. There we go, going in. Elder Titan trying to assist, but Magnus quickly using the skewer away, and he will survive as a result. So very quick to react right there. The Echo Stomp unable to be used by Elder Titan. And now the Wisp actually pairing up with the Magnus. They're going to be in pursuit now. 15 more seconds before that skewer is ready to go. So I don't know if they're going to be able to close this gap effectively enough. And they just going to just rune control, looks like, at the 4-minute rune spot. Last hit wise, Terrorblade and Anti-Mage competing pretty well. 31-10 Terrorblade. Looking at a 30-8 Anti-Mage. And speaking of the Terrorblade, actually at the top lane, the illusions are out in that ranged form. Putting some pressure here in the top lane. Not really a whole lot Slaughter can do about that, of course. He's got his early Iron Talon here, but not much farming to be had for him. This is going to be a heavy, heavy tower push, and obviously the siege creep also being here. Going to be a tower kill. In fact, we're coming in into the trees over here. They want to make a play. Wisp is here as well. There we go with the follow from Disruptor, and actually Terrorblade may fall from this. This is going to be a big first blood kill if they can't secure. Can they get a proc on the Sardar? No, he doesn't have his passive. He doesn't need it, though. Sardar finishes him off with that sprint, able to chase him down and secure that kill, and they deny the tower. Very well played by Vega. Maybe a little bit of being too confident there, you could argue, from Empire. No shallow grave either yet on the Dazzler. He is level 3, but obviously not getting any points in it just yet, figuring he wouldn't need it at this point. So, big kill, though, on a Terrorblade. Especially, again, for that first blood on top of that. So, I love the animation of that when he uses the press the attack ability. Wisp is pinging here in the middle lane and wants to set up some kind of kill. Level 6 on a Magnus. Doesn't have a mana, actually, for the reverse polarity. Does have a bottle charge on him. Maybe they're going to try to wait for that to be ready. But even so, he doesn't really have the most mana for a combo yet, so the IO can help change that. But IO is hiding nearby. I don't think Legion Commander has seen him, though. Yeah, you see the vision of Legion Commander here. And the entire team as a whole, so unable to see that IO in the middle lane, aka Wisp. Does anyone even call it IO on the casting scene? I don't even know if that's a thing. I think everyone calls it Wisp from what I've heard, so I'm you should just say, what is on the screen, though, but I can't be blamed for saying IO, but I'll try to call it Wisp more. And now who else is here? You see Slaughter also joining the party here in the middle. He does have an Enchanted Mango, so despite his lack of mana, he would be good to go here. But Legion Commander, as long as he continues to play this fairly safe, he's going to be fine for the time being. Going in for last hit there. Oof. It's one of those where he gets a little bit greedy, runs up for that last hit, that you figure, okay, something may happen from that. But, well, nothing just yet. Approaching 7 minutes into this game right now. Take a look at the net worth as well as the experience charts here. And as you see, slight favor for Vega. Of course, the first blood having a lot to do with that. Outside of it, though, not a whole lot else going on. Ring of Health purchased by Anti-Mage, the Perseverance to follow. And then, of course, that Battle Fury well on its way for the Anti-Mage here. Dazzle rotating over to the middle lane. He does have the Shallow Grave now. So maybe setting up for a possible gank that they may be attempting on the Legion Commander here. I mean, it kind of feels like maybe with Wisp been missing for so long. Slaughter also has been missing now from the top lane. Dazzle running in right here. But no, Magnus is going to be fine. Has those early Arcane boosts as well. Disruptor protecting the Anti-Mage at the bottom side. This Elder Titan kind of takes over the bottom lane now, trying to get that experience up. He may be able to hit level 6 here, actually. Probably not, but trying to actually, he's in trouble. He gets ported back in. Static Field going to give him a place. Anti-Mage, one more auto attack. Yeah, gets the kill. Disruptor actually credit for it, as Wisp also here to assist, obviously. So Elder Titan goes down, and now a 2-0 lead for Vega. Meanwhile, top rune, okay, just Magnus going over to pick that up. Bounty rune will be picked up by Wisp, as Roshan says hello. The friendly auto attack there. And now Faceless Void comes back to the bottom to pick up the farm that is being pushed into the tower right there.
Dark light.
Magnus, a hero that I think it's safe to say Blink Dagger probably consider part of that core on him. So I don't know if he's going to be getting it right next with the Arcane Boot first, or if goes another direction initially, but we'll see. He has nearly 1,500 gold saved up, actually. So he's pooling up as if that may be the case. Power Treads and that Iron Talon on Slaughter at the top lane. How about Terrorblade? That's not Terrorblade, that's Legion Commander. How about Terrorblade? Where's he at? Ring of Aquila has the Ogre Club purchased. We go with the Power Treads of his. Safe bet with that would probably be the BKB. Usually is with an early Ogre Club. Top lane, Legion Commander, okay, gonna take the stun here. I don't think they have the follow-up though. Yeah, they're not close enough. The sprint continues. He has another stun in 2 seconds, so maybe with the second stun. Gonna keep going. There we go with the second stun. Wisp getting close enough as well. Oh, actually pulls him back, Disruptor does, and yep, they do get the kill. So, nice chase right there from Vega. Very confident that they can make it happen, and sure enough, they did. And you saw that chase happening for a while. Not really much of a response, it felt like. Dazzle was making his way over, but could not get there nearly in time. So maybe got to fault Legion Commander a little bit for being so far pushed up. I mean, vision-wise, they don't really have the most aggressive vision. Really, all they got is up here. And I guess they do have one down in the jungle over here, but really no vision in this area. So, did not see any of that coming. Apparently, Sema is a fantastic disruptor. I'm being informed. Disruptor by Keizu in chat there. There is the Blink Dagger. Onto the Magnus. Claymore picked up an Anti-Mage, so again, his Battle Fury just about here.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Haven't had a tower kill just yet. Now approaching up to 11 minutes into the game. Where'd Terrorblade go? He's in the middle lane now, so definitely a big-time setup here coming out from Empire. There's the smoke. They grouped up for it. Everyone hit. And here comes the movement now.
Tower is under attack.
Maybe head towards the bottom. It's just the Wisp and the Disruptor for now, so actually maybe go towards mid to get the Anti-Mage, cut him off, but they're moving in. Uh-oh, Wisp. That's at least a Wisp kill. There's the initial slow applied by King R, and the follow-up, more than enough damage to get the kill. And now you see Disruptor's like, oh crap, I need to get the hell out of here. And he will accomplish that. As he ports out.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now the middle tower taking some pressure here. Bottom lane, Magnus charges back. That's an illusion. No, that is real Terrorblade, actually. He's going to need to get that out of this some way, somehow. Shallow Grave is applied, putting out the damage himself to Onslaught. That Shallow Grave making the difference right here. Gets the kill on Magnus as well. As a port will come in, however, the Mana Void gets the kill himself. But now the Chronosphere in return at least pick off the Wisp. That they do. Nice heal bomb from Dazzle coming out. Anti-Mage, one that needs to be careful now. If this duel gets off, he could be in trouble. However, up to the side over here, the static field, Elder Titan almost gets caught in that, but now Disruptor. He's having to fall back himself, played a bit of a distraction. But he will be fine. So the exchange right there, let's show that fight recap. A 3-for-1. Terrorblade goes down, sure, but 3 kills in favor of the Dire side. And Terrorblade alive for, I believe, all of those. So definitely overall not too bad for the Dire. In fact, the net worth, see going in their favor. The experience, however, is staying quite a bit in favor of Vega. With that in mind, I guess the Anti-Mage probably a big reason for that. They do take out the bottom tower, though. Oh yeah, the Sunder of Terrorblade probably a big impact on that fight as well. I kind of missed on that there. Dragonlance, by the way, purchased by Terrorblade. So definitely wrong on the BKB choice. I know Dragonlance is a very popular, just stat-based item, though, in general for a lot of carry heroes. Probably should get used to that. And now the Yasha to be coming out. I would think next.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sauter, how's that Blink Dagger coming along? 1,800 gold saved up, so almost there, about 450 gold or so.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Net worth, though, yeah, you see Anti-Mage. That Battle Fury, that's what happens, right? His own Yasha now coming out as well. And again, going kind of the expected build right here. I'm going to see a smoke up from Vega. Nope. Looks like there might have been a possibility, but just more so protecting the rune right there. Meanwhile, Roshan. All right, Empire. Going to throw out some Roshan attempts here. Vision. There definitely a lot of pings coming out. I mean, they see the area. You see Elder Titan is being spotted here, but whether or not Vega's confident in making a play here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
The ultimate from Dazzle. Buff up that armor with the weave before a fight takes place here. Roshan is getting fairly low. Chronosphere in the background. Who did he catch? He caught Slaughter, it looks like, back here. However, made Anti-Mage with the Mana Void, getting 1 kill. Trying to take out Dazzle now with the Shadow Grave on him, but not lasting long enough. He does go down with the Anti-Mage. Going to be porting elsewhere into the jungle, but now that leaves Magnus alone. Right now it is a 2-for-2 exchange. Magnus being running away from the Faceless Void. He will be able to Blink Dagger away and survive, but Terrorblade focusing back on a Roshan. They are going to successfully do it when it's all said and done. And that means the Aegis for the Terrorblade, of course, on top of it. So the 2-for-2. What really matters, though, is the Aegis pickup by Terrorblade when it's all said and done. That's the impactful thing, of course. Net worth, again, very minimal at this point. Kind of just going up and down. Experience going down a little bit, perhaps, but really the graph's not necessarily telling the whole story after that fight there. Oh, it looks like, yeah, here. Maybe you got a co-caster, actually. Might as well make this happen. Minnie?
What's up, Breggy?
Oh, my God. It's been forever.
It's been too long, my friend.
Holy
too long.
crap.
Blast from the past, eh?
Yeah.
How you doing?
It's been so long, and here we are. I mean, just jumping right into it, man. Not even like a
hello.
The hello phase. Just let's do this, all right? Yeah.
I'm in, man. I'm in. I've been watching the game for the last 5 minutes, and I've been intrigued.
Yeah.
But it's good to hear that you're casting Dota, man. For the last year and a half, I've been like, man, come Dota, and now you're here. So it's good to see you.
I've had a lot of messages like that, and it's been weighing on me. So I finally have said, fuck it, right? You just let's go cast some Dota. Let's have some.
So I can say it was all me who really put you to Dota.
You were the one that really pushed me over the edge.
I knew it, man. I knew it. Right.
Or you were the one that almost kept me from doing it. One of the two.
What can I say?
All right, though, but no, happy to have you on, man. So, yeah, you said you've been watching this game already, so figured might as well have you hop on as a co-caster.
Yeah,
So what have you been? I mean, here we are 17 minutes into this game. Obviously, that was a big Roshan fight. They got the Aegis. What is your take on this game so far?
Well, I just jumped into it, but I mean, like, just from the draft itself, you can see that Vega's going to kind of be all in on this anti-mage. Like, they've got the Magnus for the Empower, so they're going to kind of really try and buff him up as much as possible.
Yeah.
And that's why Empire, that's why they go for the Roshan. That's why they're looking to kind of pressure at the towers at the moment, because they know, like, there can be a time where anti-mage is going to be too strong to deal with. So taking the Aegis, taking the fight is what needs to happen for Empire. But for Vega, they're just going to try and split as much as possible.
Oh, speaking of that, a big fight coming out. There's a reverse polarity onto Legion Commander, and the quick kill to him. However, the Chronosphere hits 3 here. LCC Disruptor in the background trying to assist as much as he can. And actually, the buyback from Legion Commander as soon as he dies after that. They did kill the Wisp, though. Down goes Slaughter. The chase continues as Elder Titan gets his stuff off and looking to follow this up now. You see Magnus using that skewer to get the hell out of there. And the Static Field actually doing a good job of trapping some enemies behind. However, okay, he does Blink Dagger away, though, just in time. So good escape, but definitely a big fight. A 3-0. That Chronosphere, huge.
Yeah, so big, man. But at the same time, though, like, it's a bit of Vega to be a little optimistic, though. They saw the easy pick with the Wisp relocate, but they didn't realize Empire was all staying together, and that Chronosphere, as you said, was just too strong for Vega to deal with.
Well, as long as they got the anti-mage staying alive, though, I guess, and continuing his farm, that's kind of what matters, right? That's he's still, like, again, coming from on, he's the mage man equivalent, and we know what he can do, and it's the same thing in Dota here, so... as long as he's getting the farm. Now, how does he match up against Terrorblade, would you say? Like, is Terrorblade actually going to be a fear for him?
It's a lot to do with the supporting cast, though, for both sides. Like, Anti-Mage versus Terrorblade 1v1. Like, I think Terrorblade is going to win just simply because of the Sunder, but you've got, obviously, the Disruptor Silence to stop the Terrorblade from his Sunder, as well as the Magnus and Slaughter. But then it goes back to the Empire's Dazzle as well. If he can grave him at the right time, you know, it's kind of... It's hard to say, like, kind of pick carry to carry one. It's a team effort, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But I mean, Anti-Mage is definitely going to farm faster, and if Magnus can land like a good RP, then Anti-Mage is going to kill the whole team just from the cleave, because he's got obviously the Battle Fury cleave plus obviously the Empower as well. So.
Oh, they're chasing here a little bit, trying to catch that Magnus. Speaking of him, but not going to happen. That Blink Dagger giving him the mobility necessary, as he's able to blink away right there. So Legion Commander will just farm out the lane instead, and they're going to scout through the jungle. It seems like Terrorblade, he's constantly ready to fight. He's kind of one of these heroes, these carry potential heroes that's like go, go, go. Looking for the action right here, and they're keeping up that momentum. And, you know, perhaps a bit of that has to do with the anti-mage as well as what just happened up here. Oh, wow, they caught Faceless Void. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really good play, because Vega realised they can't 5v5 against Empire, so they're going to look for pickoffs and split push with the anti-mage, which is exactly what they're going to do. I think Whisk is going to die here, most likely. Maybe?
It'd be pretty impressive if he gets the flare.
Nice.
No, he connects.
Nice,
well played.
Nice. Yeah, nice tether. But that was really good for Vega. That last 20 seconds was perfect. They killed the Faceless Void, they traded for tier 2 for a tier 2, and now Animate is pressuring the tier 3 top as well. So really nice movement from the last sort of 20 seconds from Vega. And they're going to take a tier 1 as well. Really good movement, actually, from Vega.
Yeah. See the split push up here. The illusions are going to eventually be killed off, but obviously those illusions are so powerful right now themselves. They get the tower down very low, about 499 lives to be exact right there. So.
And I think this kind of goes a little bit back to this Legion Commander hasn't got Blink yet. Like, Animage is playing so aggressive because he's not as afraid of the Legion Commander. When LC gets his Blink, then Animage has to play a lot more defensive. But at the moment, because he doesn't have it, Animage can push out a lot further than he normally could.
Oh,
talking of Legion Commander. Yeah, talking of him.
He's got the armlet, but, you know, I found this out yesterday especially. I casted a couple games between pub matches and some random, like, amateur tournaments, and Caster's Curse is still very much a thing.
I know, man. It's so funny. Like, it is so funny. Like, we always used to talk about it back in Hon, but now in Dota, it's still a thing, man. Like, it's crazy.
It's pretty ridiculous. So, well, I'm sorry, Legion Commander. We'll keep that in mind for next time. But that Blink Dagger. Okay, he did get the Blink Dagger, though. That's good.
Yeah. AC picks up from Anti-Major. This is very, 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 very rare, honestly. We used to sort of see Matumba Man. I don't know if you know. He used to. I think he still is the carry from Liquid. Actually, he used to go Moonshot straight after Battle Fury and Mana, just for the attack speed kind of thing. Now this is kind of a mix between the two. Like obviously he's got to deal with the Dazzle's weave, but also he wants the attack speed, kind of what a Moonshot would give him. So he's kind of going for like the bit of the two. Not only that, but the most important thing or important reason why he's gone AC here is because he's playing against an Elder Titan. Now, obviously, I don't know how much you know about mechanics, Breaky, but the natural natural order from Elder Titan, like when he gets that max level, his E spell, it's going to have a base armor reduction of 100%. Now, this base armor only comes up from the agility, whereas items such as AC that give him plus armor, so AC gives him plus 10 armor, will not be reduced. So, for example, like he will have like 0 natural armor, but the plus 10 from AC. So he'll need the armor from AC, but it still in itself is a very peculiar choice. But I kind of like it actually.
Well, so that makes sense. Yeah, it's a very reactionary pickup to, as you're pointing out, the Elder Titan basically. So this Elder Titan was also, I want to say, it was second picked even in this game here by Empire. So clearly, really wanted to favor that. I guess that passive kind of helps make the hero, you could say, of the Elder Titan.
Yeah, he's been a really super supporter of the bot lane. There is an LC Blink, but I don't think he can 1v1 against the anti-mage with Empower and AC at the moment. He's going to need some backup.
No, he's going to stay away from that one. So, yeah, that Empower really buffs up that anti-mage that much more. Do not want to get in a duel with him right now. Oh, there's the armlet purchased by Slaughter, and actually Mechanism coming out for Magnus here. So a couple of solid items.
There's some really peculiar item choices actually. Like Magnus normally wouldn't go mech, like he'd go like a 4-star, like just an extra mobility really. But I guess obviously a lot of the supports, particularly the Wisp and Disruptor, are quite poor, so the mech's going to help. Obviously, because it synergizes so well with the IO, because obviously you get the double healing from the tether target, so they definitely need a mech, and if the supports are kind of starved from gold, then might as well Magnus to give it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think now. So if that's the case, like with the assault, the AC, the Assault Curious there, as far as picking up for the armor against the natural order, is there another armor item that we can maybe see? Like,
I don't know. The thing with Anti-Mage, though, is even when I said AC is a very peculiar item, like when you play Anti-Mage, it's a very sort of set item build that you kind of have to go. And so if you go too much armor, then you're kind of missing out on damage and missing out of kind of what the hero does. So I think he's going to have to go definitely back for like an Abyssal Blade, because that will give him the ability to solo kill like anyone on the team, unless Dazzle's behind him. So I think Abyssal Blade will be next. That, or if he's going to go... I think Butterfly is definitely not the pickup here, seeing as he's playing against an Elder Titan. So either MKB or Abyssal Blade will be the next purchase from Anti-Mage.
Oh, Terrorblade. He's going to get caught by Slaughter as well as Magnus here, actually. There's a port in front with the Wisp, and oh my god! He just melted as soon as the Anti-Mage got there. That was ridiculous, but... the path he took right there to kind of start running back to base, that seemed a little odd, but he was not expecting that, obviously. Meanwhile, up here, actually, Wisp is going to get caught as he gets ported back, and he will die as a result. So at least he gets something out of it, but it could be worse in the end. As Slaughter goes back in, the Shallow Grave will help to save the Faceless Void right there. He's going to throw the Chronos. He's being pushed and pulled every which way, it feels like, and he finally will just push himself away to ultimately survive. But, well, that was a big pickoff, though.
They're going to lose their top racks unless Terrorblade buys back right now. LC doesn't have buyback. This could be racks anyway, actually.
Well, there's the buyback. So, going to try to hold it as much as they can right now. Anti-Mage still holding his ground. Terrorblade says, bring it on, bro. They're going to go duel. There's a lot of illusions all over the place. Anti-Mage actually will get the hell out of there, though, and not going to insist on chasing further. Disruptor, yes, he ports out. No stun proc there.
First hit bash. That was actually so well played by Aloha Dance there. I don't know if you see it, but there was actually a glimpse coming out from Disruptor. Now, to try and dodge glimpse with Manta is very, very difficult, but Aloha Dance did it. Like, he would have only been sent back to base or back to the fountain, but that might have been enough time for Anti-Mage to get the racks in the end. But instead, Manta dodge from Terrorblade was able to sort of stay in the fight, and as a result, push Vega back. But still, though, a great favour for Vega, though. They brought back on the Terrorblade, and that the last kind of 30-second engagement, Empire have been playing so well. And look at the net worth on Anti-Mage compared to Terrorblade right now. 2,100 compared to 1,300 on Aloha Dance on the Terrorblade. So there's a massive difference. So, and this is kind of the strategy, as I mentioned before, going from Vega. They're going to try and steroid Anti-Mage as much as possible, get him as farmed as possible, and then just hopefully him just going to 1v5 the whole team. And at the moment, he's looking like he's going to do that, to be honest.
Yeah, that the charts here is definitely some information I look forward to using more and more with the Dota scene as well now. But
yeah, that's so nice, isn't it, man? Like, compare it back to, like, I don't know if Hon ever had that mechanic after I left, but it's so nice in Dota, man. It's just like you can see like the change, and that is kind of, it all goes back to like 5-10 minutes ago when they had the last good engagements top and mid. But yeah, still. But Roche is definitely going to be an important factor, and look at that, like the Empire almost know the timing's incorrect like, perfectly. But there is actually a butterfly from Anti-Mage actually, so scrap that. It's still good, obviously, although it doesn't provide obviously the armor that you'll get from the 35 agility. It's still such a good item to have. Obviously, evasion, obviously, there's no MKB coming out from Empire, and obviously the extra damage and attack speed from agility anyway. But Empire are going to lose their Roche timing and maybe lose their Dazzle as well.
Oh, big smoke coming out right here. In fact, yeah, Dazzle, he's already dropping a no life. Has the Telegraph on him in the background. The duel is up, though. Anti-Mage will kill the Legion Commander. The Static Field also trapping them in. 3 are dead right now. None on the side of the Radiant here. The chase down of Dazzle as he's running off to the side lane. Now, Terrorblade was one of those targets. Elder Titan not even here. Dazzle will go down. Oh boy, what a pick, and you saw something big in that fight. What was it?
That was so big, man. Like, the Magnus came in, ultied onto 2 or 3, and then she charged him into Disruptor's ulti as well, straight after. So it's such good synergy between the Magnus and Disruptor right there. And Vega playing out of their minds right now. Like, it's so hard for Empire to get back in. If they had that Roche timer, or that Roche fight, it would have been alright if they took the Roche in, but instead, they got unlucky with the Roche timing, and then started fighting the Ancients, and then Vega came in and just absolutely destroyed him. They're going to glimpse back the Elder Titan as well, and he's going to die, and I think this could be game, to be honest. They're going to lose top racks, they're going to lose mid.
Yeah, you know, Kiz, who was checking out chat for there's a comment that he made about Semo being a fantastic Disruptor player, like one of the tougher ones he's had to play against, and he's helping to show that here, as you mentioned that with the synergy of the Magnus. Very
so
good.
Man. So good.
For that initiation purpose. So they're going to try to hold right here, obviously. Out comes the ultimate from Dazzle. You see the Chronosphere does catch Wisp off to the side, and it's just like one of those, okay, well, you got Wisp, now what? Kind of deal. So they're going to chase a little bit. The reverse polarity is not up just yet. They're 30 seconds. That means Radiant will continue to fall back. So, oh, maybe not Anti-Mage. Okay, those are just solutions now. But they're still hanging around, and this is kind of a fake fallback here. Again, reverse polarity is up in 15 seconds, so
Radiant's top tower is under
I have a feeling that they're going to land another big one here. They're trying for Roshan. I mean, they are behind.
They need it. They need it so badly, because they're not winning a fight 5v5 unless they have an Aegis on Terrorblade. But Vega are going to kind of contest though. Oh mate, it's going to be massive RP.
You know what's coming. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. Oh. There's the reverse polarity. Pulls them all in. And Terrorblade immediately just about dead. However, the Sunder's actually going to keep him alive. And he turns Anti-Mage is dead right there. What a turn right here for the Dire. Empire winning the fight. They're going for Roshan now. No, Slaughter is still here by himself. Wispa nowhere to be seen, but Zardar will be locked down for the kill. Legion Commander is one to tie. Holy crap, though. The reverse polarity was perfect. And they somehow turned that. The Sunder was clutch.
It was the shallow grave, honestly. It was King R's Dazzle there that made the fight completely. Like, the Terrorblade got so low, and yet he got graved at the last second, able to get Sunder off. Instantly kills the Anti-Mage because he Sunders him. And then after that, without the Anti-Mage, as I said before, like, Vega, they have nothing. Anti-Mage has to stay alive, and if they get a perfect Sunder, which they did just right there, Empire are going to win the team fight completely. So yeah. Really nice play by the Dazzle there, and they're going to take the Roshan. And even though they're 2 racks behind, they're still in it after that fight, honestly.
Apparently, I mean, that was big. The Aegis, of course, being a big tool part of that, and I'm noticing some items too. Dazzle actually, speaking of armor, although this is on the Dire side, a Solar Crest picked up right here. Is that a typical to kind of see, or?
Yeah, it's pretty typical. Like, the reason being is because it helps with, like, obviously the Roshan kills, but not only that, but if you think about who he's got on his team, which is the LC, like, a lot of sort of single target extra amplification or damage is always going to be useful, and obviously, because obviously you just target the hero that LC duels, and in this case it's most likely going to be Anti-Mage. And actually, now that LC's got Blade Mail, I think they have ways to deal with the Anti-Mage, which I think Vega should actually be kind of scared right now, although they're 2 racks ahead. If LC like duels the Anti-Mage, it's going to force a wish relocate out of the fight. And if Anti-Mage is not in the fight, then they're going to lose that fight, put simply. So I think Empire, although they're 2 racks down, they're actually in not a bad position. They've got Aegis now on the Terrorblade, who's got his Wingo. Butterfly.
Yeah. This one happens to be cast with me.
Exactly. I just go back to my old ways, man. But with Butterfly now on Terrorblade, and Anime doesn't have MKB either, so honestly I think Empire are in a good position right now, even though they're 2 racks down.
This could be big too. Smoking to see coming through right now, just checking the Roshan pit area. Obviously he's not alive, so he's kind of getting some wards down in the area for the time being. Anti-Mage pushing that bottom lane. The Moon Shard, as he talked about, is picked up on him right here. Their pings are coming out. Legion Commander, he's ready to jump. I mean, it seems like that the Dire's in a pretty good spot to get the initiation right here. Are they going to catch anybody? It's the question. They do in the background. Out comes Static Field. Legion Commander in the midst of that. Wisp is getting a little Chronosphere, caught Slaughter as well as Disruptor. Disruptor will go down. And that big ultimate from Elder Titan on top of that. Slaughter will fall in the background. The Anti-Mage trying to do some work. The Sun once again forces him to blink away. He will survive. The reverse polarity also assisted with that. So the 2 of them are going to get the hell on out of there. But a huge fight once again in favor of Empire. 3-for-1 exchange this time.
And that's why I thought, like, although Vega had 2 racks up, I still thought the team fight for an Empire was stronger, and it showed there, honestly. It was just, again, really nice chronosphere from the Void. Like, you saw the sort of, the kind of staggered initiation. G goes in onto the Wisps, which forces the rotation from everyone else from Vega to clump up. When they clump up, chronosphere comes out from the Faceless Void, and after that, like, Vega, they're so inhibited to do anything in the team fight. Animage goes in, but, again, a great Sunder from the Terrorblade, and forces him to, like, have, like, 10% HP. Magus is forced to RP to help him, but the team fight's already over. There's Vega 3-man dead. So.
How do you play around the Sunder? That's what I'm wondering, because it's like it pierces a spell immunity, so it goes through BKB, things like that. So
yeah.
How do you play around it? Like you just have to really pay attention.
No, they got to land the RP on Dazzle and Terrorblade. That's the only way they can win the catch him.
Oh my gosh,
nice mana, nice
over here. Yeah, he is gonna
mana
away.
That was really clutch, actually. If he gets hit by that stomp from all the time, but yeah, that's the play around, honestly. So it's going to rely on obviously Dazzle and Terrorblade to have good positioning. But if they hit the RP on Dazzle and on Terrorblade, then they're going to kill Terrorblade easily. The problem is if they RP just the Terrorblade and Dazzle gets his Grave off, it's going to give enough time for the Sunder to go off. And that's why the Dazzle Terrorblade combo is just so strong, because it's kind of like the Terrorblade has the extra 5 seconds to get his Sunder off before he dies. So it's a really nice synergistic combo.
Can Shallow Grave, can that be purged?
No, it can't.
That cannot be purged. It's one of those. Okay.
Yeah,
We were talking about that with Oracle earlier as well. The ultimate of Oracle can also cannot be purged. So those kind of abilities, yeah, the saving.
Yeah, it's just really clutch. So
Gosh.
I think that's what they're going to have to rely on. Either they catch a double RP with the Dazzle or Terrorblade, or they get a nice Disruptor ulti on both of them. Either or will be necessary to kill the Terrorblade. Otherwise, they're not going to kill him. But at the moment, I don't think Vega should be fine anyway, because he's got Aegis. So if they kill him once, they're not going to be able to kill him again. If that makes sense. Like they're going to have to they're going to have to commit RP plus the what's the Disruptor ulti called? The Static Storm. But actually, bottom lane though.
Yeah, Legion Commander, he got jumped initially there, but they realized that maybe there's more nearby and he's able to hold his ground and eventually blink dagger away. So gonna be good there. You see a Lotus Orb actually picked up by Slaughter right there. So let's show the target. Okay. Interesting item there. BKB purchased by Terrorblade.
Yeah, again, so this kind of puts the initiation on Vega even to the kind of harder in that respect for Vega, because as I mentioned before, they could use Static Storm to deal with the Terrorblade, but now it has to be the RP because that's the only thing that goes through Magic Community. So it's going to all rely really on Iceberg to land some sick RP, I think, to win this team fight.
How does Lotus Orb work with the Sunder? It doesn't actually reflect it back.
Yeah, it does. So that's why it's picked up. Yeah. So like for example, So if Terrorblade sunders onto the Animage, Animage will then sunder back to Terrorblade. So put simply, nothing will happen.
So that's the answer.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Cool. Well, here we go. The Smoke of the Cedo from Vega. That's just an illusion left behind, however. They're pinging in this. Smoke of the Cedo also by Empire, actually, so we could have an interesting clash. Slaughter right now by himself. We're going to jump in first. Oh, he got the jump himself, though, with the blink. In comes Animage. Oh, my God, the cleave damage. Terrorblade and Faceless Point are dead. Legion Commander, the one with the shallow creep, but I think that was a misclick. I think Dazzle just got so caught off guard. He tried to use it on Terrorblade, but he's just dead immediately. The Moonshot was consumed. GG's being called.
Oh, for
Are
that
you serious?
That was some serious Craigasm right there, man.
What?
That was sick. That's what I was talking about, though. They need to land a good RP and they win the team fight, and there's the RP and there's the game, presumably.
What? Oh, man.
Like, they land a 3-man RP and the game's over. Like, it's simple as that. Like, Dazzle and Terrorblade clump up, they get hit by an RP, game's over. Simple as that. But
if Slaughter doesn't blink first there, too, I think, maybe doesn't play that
definitely.
that way. So.
It was a nice double crush from Mag as well, but that team fight was all on Iceberg, though. Hit it, though. So, GG.
GG, wow. Beautiful victory for Vega Squadron right there over Team Empire. And, again, we mentioned Empire. They are the newer roster. They're kind of trying out this new roster of theirs. Obviously, an organization that's been around for a while now, but this is kind of one of their first events jumping into it. So I guess you would maybe have to favor Vega for that reason, if anything, on paper. But still, impressive victory by them. And it's just crazy how just it's over. Like, there you go. it felt like Empire. Empire had a chance to really. They were actually strong in that game, but nope.
There's a nice little climax to it, though. Some sick RP. So one way to finish the team fight and finish the game.
RP. Maybe I can get used to calling it that. That's a lot easier.
Everyone says RP. To be honest, everyone says RP.
Okay.
All the co-casters, but.
All right. So I'm gonna close out here for the YouTube. So that was game one of Vega Squadron versus Team Empire here for the BTS. The BTS series here for the European region that we're throwing on group stage match. So again, game one goes to Vega Squadron. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We're going to be doing game number 2. Be sure to check out that one as well. Again, I was Breaky CBK, actually joined by Minnie. Minnie here as my co-caster. Happy to have him on as always. So stay tuned though, guys. More action coming at you. All right. Cool.
Sweet. Man, that was so sick, man.
Yeah.
That was a sick ending. But I'm so glad to be casting back with you, man. Like I've casted with a few different people. Like I casted with like some other kind of community casts from Dota, like Llama Down Under and a few other people. But I miss my old buddy, you know. I miss my old breaky CPK. It's just not the same, you know.
Yeah, it's fun to be back. It's fun to hear that that very heavy British accent of yours.
Yeah, man.